We going live. We going live. We going live. Yep. I had to do a live reaction. I had to do a live reaction. So welcome. People ain't hopping in yet, but it's all good. I'm just gonna do what I usually do, give my reaction, and if anybody chimes in, cool. If not, I just want to give my assessment. I didn't want to do a whole big production video. Let me turn these lights on real quick, man. Let me turn these lights on. Hold on. It's a little dark in here. A little dark. Bruh, that was a great game. That was a great game. Shout out to the Bucks. They pulled it out. Shout out to Dame. Dame dominated. He did exactly what all Bucks fans thought he was going to do. He was going to be Dame Dollar, and he definitely was. And with Giannis playing like complete garbage, to be honest. I mean, he was pretty good defensively. Fouled a little bit, but he definitely was not a Giannis game. And in spite of that, they still won. So that alone is a pleasant surprise because usually if Giannis plays bad, the team ain't winning. And you even saw some of those like minor things as well too, where they would disappear at times, what they would hold their head down when teams would go on runs and things of that nature. But this time it did not happen. And so, yeah, man, that was a great game. I saw a lot of good things, a lot of good signs that or it's going to tell like what's to come when the season progresses. And so it was amazing. So yeah, let's get into it a little bit, man. Let's get into it. Let me pull some things up here, just going into like the box score and just what happened. And so I didn't really looked at it. I was just so locked in on the game that like like man. And so look, Giannis was 10 for 22. Yeah, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. About what I expected. He had like 21 and I think 10 last time against the Sixers. Granted, James Harden was playing and some other guys, but about what I expected. And this is a Nick Nurse coach team, and Nick Nurse historically has done a pretty good job on Giannis. So I wasn't surprised that they were going to be playing good, and so it's pretty much expected. Um, what else, man? What else? Uh, yeah, Joel Embiid, he looked pretty rusty, but then he came along a little bit. Then he kind of fell apart in the fourth as well. But not really worried about him. The Sixers actually look pretty good. I don't know. I know people are going to say, well, James Harden was out, but I don't know if James Harden's really changing, like, what would have happened. I actually feel like they would have played worse because I feel like them allowing Maxi to like operate and do what he needed to do, like actually help them versus James Harden doing the dribble, black hole type of offense, and everybody just standing there. There was a lot more movement at times. Tobias Harris looked free. He was hitting a lot of big shots. Fucking Kelly Oubre, he just turned into a completely different human being. Like he turned into like I don't know, he turned into KD, he turned to Steph, like just making he hit like 8 threes in that. Like how many threes he hit? He had to hit like uh yeah, he hit 5 threes, like shooting 83%. Like he was making it felt like he was shooting 10 threes in that game. Like he was making everything. If he didn't play the way he played, I feel like the Sixers would have got blown out. But shout out to him. He was balling. He put up 27 points. And but yeah, getting into Dame. Dame looked amazing. Dame was amazing from jump pretty much. Like he had 21 and a half and finished with 39 for the game. And so that's what we need. I know there was a lot of people, especially in the media, saying that the Bucks are going to miss Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday is a great player. He's a solid basketball player, great defender. He did make some big shots for us, but this is why they made the trade. Like Dame is just on another level. Like you saw just how completely calm and measured he is in crunch time. He knew exactly what to do. Like those big buckets he was like that's exactly what we needed. Like Chris Middleton can do that at times too, but like it's another level when it's Dame. And once Chris is right, once Giannis is right, like bruh, this team is going to be so scary. Like I'm so waiting for it because Giannis, he had some bright spots, but for the most part, especially the free throw shooting, my God, like Giannis was bad. He was like horrendously bad. And I know he said, because he had to take some, cleanup surgery and things of that nature that he had to that he wasn't able to like work on his game or even pick up a basketball much. So you're gonna see some rust. There was even rust in preseason, not to this level, but you saw some rust in preseason as well too. So I'm not too worried about that. But man, it was looking bad today. It was looking really bad. Like he was fumbling the ball. He would like he looks like he's not too much comfortable as a roller. Even though he has been like in 2021, he was very comfortable rolling, like especially in the playoffs. So I feel like they'll clean it up, but today was just not a good day for him. And the team, the Sixers were very physical with him. Like they were very handsy. They were definitely getting in there, reaching, and the refs aren't calling it. So I think that impacted as well too. And Giannis isn't really one to complain, which I feel like he should, because on the flip side, you see what happens. They reach Embiid, and Embiid just flops and falls down and demonstrative, which is, by the way, like, why the fuck aren't they giving him flopping fines and things of that nature? But for some reason, they're letting him do so. Maybe maybe you should flop more. Maybe you should fall down more, because maybe then you'll get the ball, get more calls and things of that nature. But if you're not going to do that, then yeah, the teams are going to keep doing it. And if he's not going to power through it, like, he's going to have some games where he's going to struggle. And so with that, I think he was just sloppy. He was just, it was just an adjustment, getting used to everything. And so I'm not too worried about it, because one thing about Giannis, he cares too much to do good. And he wants to please people, and he also wants to be the best. So if he sees that he's a liability, he's definitely going to clean that type of shit up. So I'm not really worried about that. And obviously, like I said, it's the first game of the year. I'm not going to put too much stock in this team until like maybe 20 games in to see what things really look like, just because it's a new team, new system, new coach. Things are going to have to get acclimated for everybody. And so I'm not too worried about that. But there was a lot of bright spots defensively. MarJon looked good defensively on Maxey. Giannis was great. He stepped up, played. There were some times he ripped Embiid, took his lunch and things of that nature. But then, obviously Embiid drew some fouls, things of that nature. So Giannis has to be a little bit more disciplined defensively, but even the defense is there. You can see it. And what I love especially is Adrian Griffin. Just in contrast to Budenholzer, he is not afraid to make adjustments. Like when you saw that Embiid was getting hot, hitting 3 for 3, they called a timeout, and they said, Giannis, okay, go ahead, guard him. When Oubre was hitting those shots, they called a timeout. They put Giannis on Oubre. And so I love the fact that now they recognize that Giannis is their best defender, and they're going to put him in those situations to help negate people who are getting hot. And I love it. And so I know in the long run, if Jason Tatum's getting hot, if Jimmy Butler's getting hot, Adrian Griffin is not afraid to put Giannis on those people and eliminate that stuff. And so I thought that was a pleasant surprise as well too. And so, yeah, man, all in all, the game was awesome. Dame is awesome. Chris, he played in some limited minutes. I think they're still trying to ramp him up and bring him along. But again, with Chris getting right and doing what he needs to do, especially with Dame and Giannis, this team's going to be scary, man. They're going to be very scary. It's going to be really hard to stop them offensively. They're going to give a lot of issues to teams. And so I can't wait to see it, because I know what they're about to bring. And so y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And so I decided to go on live. I didn't want to do a whole long, drawn-out video and things of that nature. I think I'm going to just be doing this after games, because it's just easier to upload. Like, you see me, I don't really give a fuck about rambling and things of that nature. Like, I can talk and whatever about things. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that noti bell for when I hop on, so you know when a video is coming. And so I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I just wanted to react to this game. I know I didn't talk about the Suns Warriors yet. I'll definitely talk about that in the next video, but I did want to do just a quick reaction to the Bucks and Sixers. Before I end though, I want to get into a little bit of Sixers. And so, as y'all see, James Harden, you know what? I'm going to save it for another video. Fuck it. I'm going to save it for another video. But I appreciate y'all joining. Again, I wanted to hop on live real quick. And yeah, let's have the conversation in the comments, man. Thank you. I'm Too Easy. We'll talk next time.